Hey tubers, Bart coming at you. Happy Saturday. Living the high life there. Got a good mail day for you. Some good stuff. And get to start it with a little care package. Eric Johnson, fellow Fort Niners collector off of Instagram, hit me up with a couple. As a Scherzer Tops, hit me with a couple of Prisms. Main one he hit me up for was this 2019 Jerry Rice from Don Russ. Nice and shiny. Threw in a couple of Sotos. A Zim Yellow, which I'm pretty excited about. I'll look these up, see how rare they are. Posted a couple of boxes, small ones, retail boxes of 2020, and I haven't got one of those yet, or 2019 too. And then he tossed in this, which is super sweet. Completely unexpected on this. He only hit me up for the shiny rice. Tossed in a Vince Carter rookie out of Tops from '98. Me like you that one. So Eric, much appreciated, fine sir. I'm digging it. Thank you for hitting me up. Thank you for thinking about me. The mail day. 96 Collector's Choice Crash the Gameberry Bonds. All kinds of sparkle. Not gradable. It's got a pretty good gouge up there at the top, but I'll be damned if it doesn't look good in the magnetic. So Bonds Refractor from 98 Tops. Power Brokers. Got a little die cut at the top there too, looking good. So a couple of videos ago probably I showed some picking up basketball cards with any cards, but mostly basketball because that's where they do it most often, where they're showing their jersey on draft day, kind of holding it up. And LeBron's base Tops has gone through the roof. So I found out that his upper deck has the same thing, so I picked that up. It's going to look really nice against a couple of others. So how about his cards? Side story there. I can't ignore how much those LeBrons are going for now, so I listed mine. Somebody was screwing with me, I think. I don't know if they, because I think there is some false inflation. A lot of people are tossing that out there. And somebody put in a bid, or, an offer. I accepted. And then immediately they canceled. I let it sit for a couple hours to see if somebody else would throw a bid, because it wasn't too long after I listed it. But then they immediately wanted to cancel the order, so I was like, I'm not gonna fight this dude. If it's garbage now, this is an expensive card. But that jacks with your eBay, because we're only allowed to sell so much, right? We've got limits. I've already extended it once, and that was in order to list a LeBron or Kobe about 2 months ago or whatever. Well, even though I sold it and then they canceled, it still counted against my limits for the month, and so I couldn't relist the card right after we canceled it because of those limits. But eBay is stupid easy with that stuff. So I think I started with a $7,000 limit in January. The first call I made to them, they were like, okay, cool, we made it $15,000 a month. All right, I'm not going to do that kind of business or whatever, but instead of doing something with the cancellation, the relisting, or something like that to help me out on LeBron, they just like, we'll just raise your limit. How's 20,000? Okay. Again, never have any intention to do that, especially as before I'm got an LLC going or anything like that. But that's what they do apparently. So I'll toss that one back up there. But those have seemed to hit a peak right now. But the LeBrons, they just don't make a ton of sense because there's no hype currently. Like, what is the reasoning? I don't know if it's a couple of rich guys that are just stocking up on these things or what. I don't know, but it's not like they're number one, in the conference and just killing it or something like that. We're not even in the playoffs. I don't know. So if it's doing this for natural purposes, then that price is going to go up some more, I guess. But I'm not going to turn away, a sevenfold return on investment there. Pretty sweet. Got the Screech from 2019 opening day auto. This is one of those things, if you're a fan of the team and the mascot's got an auto, I mean, how do you not pick that up, right? Like, I can't ignore that. So, snatched it up. Pretty cool. I think we're going to be leaning on this guy pretty significantly this year, so picked it up. He's clearly authentic from this past year, Carter Keyboom. He's got a brother on a team called Spencer, but he's the younger one, and the more likely to, the higher prospect, basically. So we'll see. High hopes. Infielder, shortstop, second baseman type thing. Picked up a gold prism. What is this, 94? Yeah, 94 Pacific, the gold one. I'm not sure if I'm going to sub it. That's why it's not in a card saver. I'm going to probably get about an 8. So I don't know what the pop is. Can't be too high because I don't have one yet. Haven't bought one already slabbed. Picked this up from 05 Absolute. Corners are all whited up. You run that risk. This is at a 250 though. And I really like picking up the 2005s where he's back in the Niners uniform, because 2005 counts as a playing year. Obviously he wasn't on the Niners then, but once they knew he was gone, they still pushed out 2005 cards, and they just reverted back to old photos and stuff that they had. And so he's back in a Niners uni, so it allows me to add those to the PSA registry in the Niners uniform. Picked up a 93 SP Garrison Hurst. Not gradable. But you can't tell that online sometimes, so it was cheap. I took a shot. I got one of these at PSA already, but you know that one's probably gonna get like an 8.5. So I was hoping maybe I could get lucky and get a good one. Didn't work out that one. This one, it's got a bad corner for sure, but just I don't know if the light's gonna do this thing justice, but just a beautiful card. 97 Pinnacle. That's an artist proof. What is the insert called? I don't even know, but P8. I have the regular one of these that's non-artist proof, and it looks pretty cool itself. So the artist proof, very nice looking card. 97 inserts are my thing for Rice. 2001. What the hell is this called? NFL Showdown. There we go. This is a first edition, so where these came out, it's real flat looking cards, just like a game card that you would see, and those types of board games and stuff like that. The first edition, which I didn't know until I got this one, or saw this one. Have this nice glossy hollow foil to it. Not numbered or anything, but great looking card. That will definitely get a sub. And then these, I bought this matching pair from 97 Don Russ Preferred. Got the regular and a die cut. Let's see if you can get that in there. Yeah, it's got a pretty cool design there with the security. Almost said my job because we go by SF too. San Francisco. I just thought that was a cool behind there. And again, you take your shot and see what you can get. As long as I can't see the white in the eBay listing, even through the zoom, then I give it a go. These ones are definitely condition sensitive. The back looks fairly nice. It's probably still an 8, but it's maybe an 8.5 if they're feeling nice, just because it looks so nice. But it does have all the little wear and tears on the edges and corners that we've grown accustomed to seeing, right? And this one even more so on the back. So you can see all that. Cool looking cards. And then channel's now called PSA Card Guy, right? So how would I not show you some slabs? Rice 2002, playoff absolute memorabilia Spectrum out of 100 with some nasty shine to it. That's a pop one, PSA 10. A whole lot of Rices have been listed lately, and some of them going for crazy. There were four vicious looking ones that I was going after. I managed to win 3 of them today, so I'm pretty excited about that. Also sold a little over 800 cards in the last 2 days. So that's going to help pay for that. I did lose one, really cool one. I think it's a 97 Pinnacle or something like that. It's called Big Numbers, where it looks like a back of a jersey and it just says Rice and 80. I got one slabbed as an 8, but it was a Pop 1 gem. But I did get 3 really cool Pop 1 gems. Not cheap by any means, but I'm pretty excited about it. These are going cheaper than I expected them to go. So I won 2 of them. Hall of Fame rookie there, Roosevelt Brown, PSA 7. To figure out they're very similar in grade and everything like that, but with their own nuance. So I got to figure out which 7 I'm going to keep. This guy was on the 49ers for a couple years. Never got a card from us, but 2-time Pro Bowler Jim Casson, PSA 8 from 57. This one I'm excited about. Last video I showed a bunch of other random Niners of this. Pop 2, I think 2 higher, but you know, only like 5, I think, total subs or something like this for this card. Jerry Rice, the Super Bowl 25 49ers in the blue. You might be familiar with the silver looking ones. Sweet card, a rarity. Real happy to have that one. And then the big one I got for you. Picked up the Miggy. Chrome traded. This card is underappreciated currently as far as value and everything like that. When you're seeing all this stuff just go nuts for guys that had one good season, or you know, had a back end of a good season as a rookie or something like that, and they're going into a second year and their card prices are just going nuts. And you know, this card, the pop I think is somewhere in the, I think it's like 600s, you know, and going for just under $300. It was very consistent because I kept losing them trying to get a deal, and I just couldn't find a deal, so I finally had to splurge and get this just under 300. But you know, this guy hits the hall, and this card is definitely undervalued, and it's gonna jump. 11-time All-Star, a triple crowner, no brainer. Needed to pick that one up. So that's what I got for you. Yeah, still waiting on PSA subs. 0 progress whatsoever. One of them just got in there and got enrolled, logged in and all that stuff. 4 months after the first one, they're still at this. They're both on the same progress spot at the bar. What are you gonna do? But thanks for watching. Till next time. Later.